Thank you for attending the Week of Kindness. Coming up next is another powerful, impactful, amazing speaker. Get your notepad out, get your pen. Let's get ready and enjoy. Hey, hello, everybody. We're going to wait for everybody to kind of come in through in just a hot second. Oh my gosh, you know how it goes. We start these events, people get to talking, we get some fabulous information, and holy cannolis, all of a sudden, we're a little bit behind. But guess what? Right now, I am about to play for you. You have such a treat. Oh my goodness, I forgot the other treat that I have for you. You got such a treat coming your way. It is Dr. Fitness. Now, Dr. Fitness is a couple. Okay, Steven and Batista. And today we are going to be playing Steven's interview. Okay, today we're playing Steven's interview. And then tomorrow we're going to play Batista's interview. And actually, right now, what I am doing literally right now, I have something I've got to show you. They are podcasters as well. They have a podcast on the Easy Way Network. And I've got to show this to you guys because you all are going to have an opportunity, those watching now, those watching through the Week of Fitness, right? You guys are going to have a wonderful opportunity to get on their podcast and to get broadcast all over Roku, everywhere. It's pretty amazing, the opportunity that you have available to you. Let me grab this already. Let me cancel this and see, where is this video? Show and folder. Hang on. Oh my God. It's in the edited videos. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So we're going to upload this. Are you guys having a good time today? I hope you are. Really, this isn't my first rodeo. I swear to you, it's not. So we're going to do two things. I'm about to show this video to you in a second so you can see it. And then we are going to go right into their presentation. Actually, we're going to show the presentation first. Here we go, gang. I'm going to share this file with you, and we're going to watch it as I am watching it with you on YouTube. Here it is. Thank you for attending the Week of Kindness. Coming up next is another powerful, impactful, amazing speaker. Get your notepad out, get your pen. Let's get ready and enjoy.
Welcome, guys, to the Week of Kindness. I'll be your host today, Eric Zuli, known as one of the top 10 social media influencers in the world, founder of Easy Way Network, and we help people get more visibility, more branding, and actually one of our clients, one of our superstars, is the person that we're interviewing today. His name is Dr. Fitness USA, Steven Hercy, aka Dr. Fitness USA. So he's an international body designer, #1 best-selling author, and a co-host for the Dr. Fitness USA show. And he holds the prestigious title Professor D. Culture Psyche, Weeder certified by, I hope I didn't mess anything up there, Dr. Fitness, IFBB, International Federation of Bodybuilding. And Dr. Fitness USA is the creator of the Body Design Formula System and recognized professional empowerment speaker as a pioneer for his successful work in pain management, postural realignment, and increasing strength in one body's 20% to 50% in 20 minutes. I need you, Steven. Now, we're going to have to talk about what I do. Wow. Dr. Fitness USA is the leading authority in bringing his revolutionary strength and training system to the addiction and recovery community as a new tool for mood behavior stabilization, stress management, and is the first person in the world to provide strength training programs for women suffering by autoimmune disorders. And Dr. Fitness USA received the Most Outstanding Fitness Program for 2019 award by the Winner's Circle. He's also one of our presenters for the Easyway Awards Golden Gala. Let's go ahead and bring him to the stage, learn a little bit more about how to get your health in the right positioning. Dr. Fitness USA, Stephen Hercy, welcome to the Week of Kindness.
Okay, in the interview, I'll try to be kindness. So go ahead and fire off the questions.
Talk
I'm just a cat of a different color, so don't talk to me about diet, exercise, and aerobics. Let's talk about the world 360-degree circle of health.
Well, I mean, we're on the Standout Stars, the Week of Kindness stage, and really what I'd like to talk to you about is this show that you have going on. I see in your background there, Dr. Fitness A Body Design USA. Like, you guys have a television show where people, I mean, what are people going to be able to learn your secrets, your training, your coach, your guidance on how to be able to be healthy in front of the computer, or like what's the show about?
Well, the show is about bridging the medical community with just the general public. So the guests that we have are people who could be business executives that understand that keeping their body healthy is mandatory to handle stress. We have major doctors and scientists. We talk about neuroscience of the mind. And one of the great things is that we have people that were given up for dead or had personal tragedies, and they managed to come back to life through their positive mindset. So we give them an avenue to be authentic. It's not prescriptive. We get to see them and we hear the visual story of how they got to one place and then to another avenue of success. But it's very, what's different, it's very heartfelt, it's emotional, and it gets us to understand that being alive is a privilege, and we ought to actually take better care of our body instead of sitting on our duffs and hoping for the best.
Oh, I agree with you there, 100%. I'm actually experiencing some health situations myself from sitting too much. It's actually really, really important. People need to be aware of the blood flow issues and that they are sitting for too long, and especially nowadays everything's turning digital. Everybody's on the computer so much. I agree with you 100% there. So how did you get started, Dr. Fitness? Tell us your story.
Well, the short of it, picture me as a kid or a youngster, and I'm reading Charles Atlas comic books and things like that. And I was pretty pathetically skinny with no muscular development at all. And looking at these comic books, I realized that having a more manly body would certainly be helpful. And that was my motivation to create some muscles on my body. So being from a Jewish family, my father had no interest, but through my feminine side, I was able to convince my mother to pay for a gym membership. And as I went around to different gyms, most of them quit after 30 days. But for the bang for a buck, I stayed on for years and years until one day I wound up in a studio called Jimmy Caruso Studio, the world's greatest black and white photographer. And he mentioned to me that if I trained in his studio, I'd need a dog tag to recognize myself. And I thought that was pretty bizarre. So when I say to people, I can change your life, they find that bizarre too, because they don't know what it's like to have a more electrifying body. But they do need a map we call Dr. Fitness, like the Google map to the body. And we focus on ergonomic strength training. So it's diametrically opposite to what people think as personal training or Pilates or yoga. It's none of those things. It's the success formula to actually achieve a higher level of a health awareness in your body.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Yeah. And so, I mean, hey, you're obviously not skinny anymore. You're obviously doing something right. you're obviously the proof is in the pudding. So what are the three main factors in reaching your goals in fitness?
Okay, the simple one is your mindset. Okay, that you have a a higher level of consciousness, that you look in the mirror and you obviously know your body could use some help. Okay, and the willingness to explore what the possibilities are in hiring yourself a mentor, because you're not going to get it doing it yourself. The second thing that's mostly overlooked in the environment. So there are personal training gyms that are okay, but today you have multi-million dollar gyms available for people at a very low cost. And the benefit of that is they have tools to actually work on your body so that it becomes grounded and it's ergonomically comfortable, so that you can put your body back into perfect alignment, so to speak.
Okay.
You
Well,
can't do it. You can't do it at home. During the pandemic, we have a gym here in the office, but we actually physically get in a car and go to a real gym, because when you enter a gym environment, there's 1,000 other people that are doing the same thing you're doing. They're making an effort.
yeah, no, I agree 100%. And so your experience is it's very important right now. And those of you guys that are watching this interview, really take heed and take notes to what Dr. Fitness Stephen Hercy is saying. It's just facts, and you've been there, you've done it. It's amazing. So how does one regain like their lifespan, like 15 years of their life? People that feel that like they just don't have it, you know what I mean?
Sure. So the third thing they need is a program, a mentoring program. So here's the analogy. Somebody sits down there playing checkers, very simple. But the other vision is you have a chessboard, and you know that at the top of the level, when you move the pawns up the board, you can take 2 or 3 days of decision. So what they need is a mentoring program that positions their body up the board in exercise sequence and weight, how much weight they're lifting. It's a biofeedback to the body, so nobody can really fool them.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Thank you.
In other words, if I went to a gym and I lifted a weight and I lifted 5 pounds today, if I had a correct sequence and I could lift 30 pounds, then I have a biofeedback. I know that my strength's increased.
That makes sense. So how does the environment, like the environment, when people are working out? Like, I like to work out at home, but I know a lot of people get more results when they work out at a gym or with a trainer. And so why do you insist that people work out in the gym when they want to work with you?
Okay, the way to ground the body is you need to increase your strength dramatically, because as you age, your strength diminishes. So one of the exercises that you could choose is a specific type of leg press. One is a plate load, one is selectorized. So when people go into the gym, they now have a tool to work their big muscles, okay, comfortably, if they know how to adjust the piece of equipment. So most of the time, if you take perhaps a woman and she's lifting, like, say, 90 pounds, sounds okay, but her feet are usually in the wrong position. The adjustment of the machine doesn't suit her. She really doesn't. She's only going by the description on the side of the machine, or they're listening to their trainer who's telling them, "Come on, let's do more." We put a woman in a leg press that she could start off at 60, but 90, but within a few weeks, she's doing 260 pounds. That'll make a difference with no trainer. So that's what I mean by sequencing. You need to know how to select the exercise, how much weight, how to adjust the person's body. It's magical, but you can't lift 260 pounds at home. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, strength training is really important. So, what's the secrets to achieving, a pain-free life, especially like with me? Like, I deal with pain in my legs and my feet after I sit for a really long period of time, and lately it's actually been, kind of happening more and more and more. So what are some routines or some
Okay.
exercises or some things I can eat or whatever? Give us
Well, the thing is, people always ask that question, what can you do? But the thing is, okay, so a person decides they go to a gym, they walk out in an environment, there's $500,000 equipment. Which one are they going to use? What they don't know is every gym they go to has different brand of equipment. Some have Nike shoes, some have Asics shoes. And although they supposed to function similarly, they vary in ways they fit your body and comfort. So when I personally develop a program, we take some photos of your body to see realistically where it's at, because people have a dysmorphia where their body is really at. They have an idea that they're going to do a simple exercise or lose weight, and magically a week later they're going to look like Miss or Mr. Abdominus. It's not going to happen that way.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was to look at an Eric Zuli body, I already know that he's quite thin, and he's straight up and down. So he takes all the stress through his body, through the center of his brain or the back of his neck, which puts stress on your lower back. So you would never have something like what we call a squat. You would never be doing walking lunges. You would never be doing planks. You would not be doing any of those nonsensical exercises. I might put you in a big, nice, fat Cadillac and show you that if you step on the gas, you could feel really great. So that's the biggest realization when people go into the gym. They can actually train or work out with very little discomfort. And based on the sequence of exercises, it can eliminate pain. In other words, if I had shoulder pain and I did what we call a bicep curl, if your arm is down at your side, you would experience pain. If you had your arm supported on an angulated pad, you would have no pain. So when you sit down for long periods of time, your back of the legs, the muscles shorten. And so it causes you low back pain. Then because you're sitting, there's no support for your back muscles. But the body is a magical landscape, and there's a lot of exercises you can do that give you instant relief, like in about 6 minutes. Like when people have sciatic nerve, sometimes they're out for 5 weeks, 2 months, and they could be out of pain in 2 or 3 days, and it won't come back either.
That's really interesting. And by the way, I have a lot of muscle. I'm almost 200 pounds, dang it. And I may look skinny, but I'm actually pretty fit. But no, that's great information.
Okay.
Appreciate it. So it sounds to me like you have your muscles, you have your bones, you have your joints, and a lot of people, if they have back pain. I mean, we're talking about back pain right now. If someone has back pain, they're usually going to go to a chiropractor to get things fixed. So what would you do different? What would a chiropractor not tell you that you would tell a customer?
That's a good question. It's what your chiropractor won't tell you. Okay, so the reason that people go to a chiropractor is fear. So now they go to the chiropractor, and one of the things that the chiropractor does is to establish mechanical function, so that everything fires properly, like your car and your spark plugs or the electrical panel in your house. But what happens is they don't tell you step 2. You need to go to a gym and strengthen all the muscles that are surrounding the adjustment. Now, they try to give you some stretch exercises. They try to give you some minor exercises in their office. They try to put you on a table, has rollers that go up and down your spine, that bruise your spine. All this sound, we don't knock their profession, because I believe in chiropractors, because they help you to fire properly. But what happens is you have to go to a gym. When they tell you that you come to see me and we're going to get rid of all the ablations and we're going to give you 20 treatments and you're going to have magical posture in your back, that's a total myth. The only way that you can strengthen your muscle joints is to go to a real gym and then develop opposing muscles like magnets that pull your back into alignment.
Okay. So basically, you got to work out. You got to work out the body. You gotta keep fit. You gotta use weight. I mean, I do push-ups. I try to do push-ups at least 30 times a day, bare minimum.
Okay, but when you do the push-ups, they're taking you away from where you're supposed to be. When you do push-ups, it puts extreme pressure on your joints that you might not be aware of. So when you do get to weight training, you will now lead a rehabilitation program.
Interesting. Thank you. So let's go to the women. Let's a lot of women. A lot of women out there are working out, and some of them will work out like men. Some of them will want a lot of muscle and stuff. So what is it as far as like a woman? Why would a woman not want to train like a man?
Well, that's obvious. Your body is like a landscape. So men, what they normally do is work their muscle groups. They do maybe the front part of their arm and their shoulders and their back and their legs. Okay, so if you take a woman and let's say she's out of proportion, her upper body is kind of thin, but her legs are kind of huge. So she would be doing the same type of system, working her body parts. But the object of body design is to develop the upper body and shrink the lower body. Doing it a men's way isn't going to happen for them. I can give you an example. Like yesterday when I was in the gym, the woman is overweight, obviously. Her legs are kind of huge, and she's doing what they call a deadlift. That means she's bending over at the waist and then extending backwards. Okay. So I asked her, what is it that you're trying to do? Well, she has a trainer's app. Okay, great. What is it that you're trying to do? Well, I'm working my legs. Well, you're doing a compound movement. You're trying to do a deadlift, and then you're trying to do a hyperextension to the back, so your brain can't compute. So what I did was I adjusted her body and explained how far down to go, where to bend at, what she was working. But here's the key. I said, put your hand on the back of your thigh. I said, now bend forward and stop when you feel it. And she went only halfway down. She said, oh, I feel the back of my thigh. Yeah, it's like a massage. So that's the way you would do the exercise. You would treat your muscle very kindly. You would not do it the same way you do it. And then, of course, your hand spacing on the bar would be different too. So it's puzzling to most people, but body design is very, very exact. And there could be exercises that are perfectly textbook correct, but they will cause you more pain or take you away from where you're supposed to be. So when I sit down and develop a program, I spend like an Eric Zuli. I have a team of people, which is myself and Batista, and we sit down and we really look at the overall picture and put some heart and soul into it. And then there's mentoring that teaches people how to do it, and it's all done online virtually.
Well, you mentioned Eric Zuli. I just got to ask you, Stephen, how have you and Batista, the Dr. Fitness USA empire, enjoyed doing it the easy way?
Oh, I love doing it the easy way. So I can explain it in a simple way. I always try to explain it in a simple way. That's my character. But
well, you're not supposed to say simple way. You're supposed to say easy way, because we stand.
No, we're getting to the easy way. So okay. The thing is, Our idea was to do a show, like a podcast, like most people do, and then send out a press release, and hopefully to God that everybody will see the magic of it. When I talked to you, you explained that's not how it works. You need a team of people, and there's a strategic sequence and productivity that goes into changing my image, changing the professionalism of how I'm going to display it, and how to send it out into the world. So working with you and your team of people, and what's great is you're always on top of it, or I have direct communication with you, and you are following through, that magically our image, or the way that we want the world to see the Dr. Fish's show, is out there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So you say we're pretty good at getting people out there, visibility and authority and all that stuff.
I think that you've been the best. We've been with a lot of leaders and things like that, and they have a great hype and a lot of money, but they don't follow through. The only thing that happens is they get rich and wealthy, and that's it. A lot of promises, a lot of hopes, and it's parallel to personal training. People hire personal trainers, and the trainers tell them, "I'm going to whip you into shape." I'm in the gym 2 or 3 times a week, and I look at many people, and I want to know, why do they train that way? It's bizarre.
Yeah.
But I do have cases where people actually hire a personal trainer to the person uses my script so that I'm hired, and then they hire a personal trainer to make sure that they follow the script properly. And what's fascinating is I get a video presentation of every piece of the workout, and it's amazing how the trainer goes off track.
I agree with you 100%. Yeah, and there's too many people that front and just that they talk, they don't walk. But we have another 5 minutes or so left of the interview.
Okay, so
I hear you talking a lot about the yin and yang of strength training. What do you mean by that?
well, when you're younger, you can train from an ego point of view, but as you get older, your hormones change and you're more feminized. So in my system, whether you're a man or woman, you don't do anything that feels uncomfortable. So one of the things is you can still have that ego or assertiveness, but you also have that quietness of mind, body, and spirit. So personal training is more ego, and body design is an advanced stage of how do you say it? Acupuncture.
Acupuncture. I was gonna say, yeah.
Well, if you're doing it, it can tell you, okay, I'm weak today. I'm feeling stronger. What it's like to feel weak. What's it like to feel stronger? What's it like to want to go to the gym? It's giving you constant feedback all the time. And you can't fool a person. So we have women in their 70s with advanced osteoporosis. They can't figure that out, and yet they go in the gym and they leg press 475 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
But that controls their nervous system. It makes them have a happier day. So you can't get that unless you knew how to do that.
Exactly. And I've been doing a little bit of research on you. So you talk about in your books and articles I've read, relationship self-defense. What's that mean?
What happens is when men meet women, or it could be vice versa, men usually live in the memory of how they met their significant other. What they don't know is if they got their woman to go to the gym and work out on their body, it'll slow down the aging process and enhance their physical being as they get older. Okay, the yoga, the Pilates will not do that. It's a separate tool. So it's vice versa for men. Men need to go to the gym to keep their strength up. When you're born weak and you die weak, you get strong in between, but as men age, they lose a tremendous amount of strength. So they need to go to the gym and keep their strength up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I meet people that are in their 80s or 85, and the only thing they've got going for them is the gym. Because if you get up in the morning and you don't have your body, then you don't have a life. So what I do is I try to get men to understand that they can't go up to their woman today and say, hey, you want to join a gym or do Dr. Fitz's program. They have to work at it. They have to present it. I have a gift for you. I'd like you to be involved. If you decide you want to quit at any time, that'd be okay. They have to use a little bit of finesse. I find men give women a cheap deal. In other words, they'll spend money on themselves, but they don't spend it on their women. Second of all, this is interesting. I can get it done in a few minutes. When women are in their intellectual mind 24 hours a day, they weaken their immune system. So they can't necessarily, you see, men, if they have a pain or something, we're little babies, we have a feminine side. So what happens is we will want help, or we need something to take away the pain, but women can overcome pain. So when they're in their intellectual mind 24 hours a day, they become older faster. And what the body design program does is creates the bridge so they get back into their body and take care of it. In that time where they're training, it's a quiet time for them. They don't have to solve any problems, and they come back stronger and more refreshed. Men don't understand that, and women don't understand, because men cannot stop by themselves. They'll keep going until they get sick. Yes.
Well, this has been an amazing interview. A lot of great, insightful information on health and fitness, and just how to really make sure that you're not getting caught up in the black holes of the incorrect ways of sitting, or incorrect ways of I didn't even know about the whole push-up thing where it can hurt your joints and stuff. So very insightful, very, very awesome, amazing golden nuggets golden nuggets with barbecue sauce and honey. Real good golden nuggets in the fitness and health side of things. This has been on the Standout Stars Week of Kindness stage, and you have been so kind today to share all these amazing tidbits of information in the health and wellness fitness side of things. You have this amazing show, Dr. Fitness USA, launching on the Easy Way TV network, easywaytv.com, January 19th. So is this something that our audience, is this something that we can expect to get more of on the show? And are you offering any gifts, any offers today to our audience?
For the Week of Kindness, we do have two gifts. The first one is a 6-week fat loss program, and we have a VIP gift. Our Time to Zoom Out program, 5-day roadmap to recovery, repair, and rejuvenate your body. And we're adding also a bonus, avoid and eliminate carpal tunnel. So that value is $297. And then we have one other offer. It's called Body Design Formula, or you have a choice, Feminine Body Design 3-day complete strength training program. This is the GPS to your ultimate transformation. And that has a value of $1,444. And you can get $500 off during the Week of Kindness Summit with our coupon code. This is a do-it-yourself program. However, for the Week of Kindness Summit, we're adding 2 one-on-one teaching coaching sessions, and that's a bonus value of $2,000. So basically, you're saving by acting now $2,500.
But the greatest gift for anybody that's listening is to actually email us and have a personal conversation with me. Well, it's invaluable.
Well, let's do this. So drfitnessusa.com is where they get more information, and they can get a hold of you guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, so drfitnessusa.com, and you have a show. Our distribution is pretty wide. We have a lot of viewership between Pure Essence TV and Fan TV and Worldwide TV, and obviously our own network, Easy Way TV on Roku, and soon more platforms coming out. It would be very valuable to get on your show and I know you guys already have your first season booked, but are you going to be doing bookings for the second season? Are you going to be offering? Are you looking for guests?
Yes, we're looking for kick-ass guests that have a story or a following or wanna be heard. So we're open to that, but they have to apply for that.
Okay.
You know.
So if you guys out there are kick-ass guests, go to drfitnessusa.com. You're also on the Easy Way Wall of Fame, both you and Batista. So a lot of the people on the Standout Stars Week of Kindness stage, I'm sure will be on there. Look for Stephen Hercy as well as Batista Gramad and Dr. Fitness USA. Just really, if you search Dr. Fitness USA, you can learn more, connect with, and support each other on the Easy Way Wall of Fame as well as Easy Way Interactive. But ultimately, guys, it sounds like you guys have an opportunity to get a lot of exposure, visibility, and be on a health, wellness, fitness show, Dr. Fitness USA. So if that's of interest to you, make sure that you go to drfitnessusa.com. What happens if they mention the Week of Kindness, if they mention Easy Way, if they mention Standout Stars? Are you providing any discounts or any codes or anything like that?
I'll know they're serious, and if they're coming from an Eric Zuley, congratulations. Anything that comes from Eric Zuley is like gold. You know, I love talking to Eric Zuley because I'm a cat of a different color and I'm more reactive. So later on, you'll hear my wife, Batista Gamode. And by the way, after almost 15 years, the only program she follows is Dr. Fitness USA. And that's the only thing we don't fight about. And she's actually become stronger than myself. So I need to go to the gym so that I can deal with her.
Well, I love it. Gives us something to look forward to. You guys are definitely a amazing power couple in the health, fitness, and wellness space. I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to connect with you. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Standout Stars Week of Kindness, the Easy Way stage. This has been an awesome interview. It was my pleasure to interview you, Stephen. Dr. Fitness USA. Guys, go ahead and check them out more. Learn more about Dr. Fitness USA at drfitnessusa.com. I'm your host today doing this interview. It was my pleasure, Stephen. Any closing words?
If your mind can conceive it and your heart can believe it, then the Dr. Fitness Show can help you achieve it.
And with that, mic drop.
Amazing, guys. So hey, we've got something amazing to show you. And then next up, we have Kimberly Crow is coming to the stage. She'll be with us for a half hour. And after that, Yunri and Matt's work. So here we go.
Hello everybody, I'm Batista, the producer and host of Dr. Fitness USA, the show which airs on Easy Way TV. Yes, that's right, and our show is coming right here. And today we have an offer you can't refuse. We want to offer you to have your own TV show under our channel. Yes. So if you are a fitness pro, a healing coach, you have a conscious business, you're into nutrition, yes, your channel can be seen right here. That has a value of $500 per month. Oh yes, but not today. For the Week of Kindness, we have an offer for you. Yes, only $97 per month. Yes, but that's not all. We have a bonus for you. The Easy Way Wall of Fame Silver membership for 3 months. You'll save $150, plus you will have the opportunity to get your IMDb accreditation. So don't hesitate. Join our team, your show on our channel for only $97 per month, plus the bonuses. Only 1 week for the Week of Kindness. So join our team, click the bonus offer on our speakers page right now.
Wow, I hope you enjoyed that just as much as I did. Thank you so much for all of that great information. Hey, we're not done yet, so just relax. We're going to continue on with our next speaker in just a few moments.